people, but this is the time we letting us. We just being us. This is who we are in the background. You see us professional and everything business wise, but this is the time we just let loose and be who we are and let you guys see like we are regular people. We go through regular stuff.
Because y'all gonna hear some stuff from me. Okay.
Yeah. And we go through problems and situations, and we have relationships. We lost relationship building this empire. There's a lot of people I thought was gonna come with me. It's not here with me. There's a lot of people.
I lost some relationships.
Yes, I lost a relationship that I never thought I was gonna lose.
Oh, I knew I was gonna lose mine, but go ahead, this your story.
Yeah, let me have my story.
You are so petty. They
here for a reason or a season.
That's it.
Listen. And that's all we're gonna say about that.
Yeah.
But we wanted to come on and introduce ourselves and who we are as people to you all. Most of everyone that follows us, they know who we are.
Yeah. Yeah. And people want us to be transparent.
Oh yeah, very transparent. And I can be too transparent. People think I'm so nice.
I'm gonna bring you back in. Do they?
Why did y'all both say that like that?
This one right here. Oh, they didn't have that other part of
her and mommy.
I don't think
but this
certain people can only handle
I be trying to
you gotta have thick skin. You gotta have thin skin to be.
See, okay, and so now, let's just have this segment of y'all telling me about myself. Because I swear.
I'm gonna let you finish, but then let us finish.
Because I just know that I am the sweetest, nicest person in this God's gift to earth.
Are we about to
and then
are we about to have a commercial so I can fill my cup?
That one who don't pay.
So I'm gonna have to fill my cup for this one. But go ahead.
We gotta take a break.
No, go ahead. It's your story.
You want to take a break?
No, go ahead. It's your story.
Because I feel like once we come back, then we can talk about it.
No, go ahead. It's your story.
Okay,
You're the sweetest person.
I am.
Why?
Okay, can I finish? Okay, go ahead. I want to finish it. I don't want to interrupt when I finish.
Let me just say this. I feel like, so I already said, and we're not going to steal names from other podcasts.
Thank you.
But I said I was, and what's funny is I said I was Charlemagne, and he the biggest asshole of the Breakfast Club.
Yes.
And I said, you was Angela Yee. You was Angela Yee.
You did.
You did say that. And then she wondered why I'm the nicest person.
Angela Yee is not the nicest. She's the sneakiest.
Oh, no, she's not.
Honey, Angela Yee will sneak her comments in. Like, so you don't think she asks her questions to sneak them in?
I think
no. I'm a psychotherapist. You listen.
Okay.
She sneaks her questions in, like, so you
But
don't
she's like the innocent one of the group.
That she sneaks her questions in.
Okay. Well, I feel like out of all of us, I am the nicest.
Steve don't got nothing to say in the background, but go ahead.
I feel like
listen, they on the Breakfast Club, they do let their cameraman speak.
They do. Ahead. We gonna Steve. Yeah. We gonna be on the Breakfast Club. Watch.
I would break it down, but Michelle said I couldn't. But go ahead.
I don't need to slide it off onto the floor. Y'all know his sliding man.
We gonna be on the Breakfast Club.
Order this one.
I'm gonna tell you. How to manifest this hard because I already got it written in my notes on my vision board.
Listen, did y'all watch the Redefining page? Folks like we've been waiting on this.
Listen, and people been sharing it.
I saw that. Yes, on Instagram.
All right,
I saw that on Instagram.
Follow us again on Instagram. All Things Considered Pod. POD.
I'm like,
on YouTube at All Things Considered
Podcast.
She's supposed to make us a Facebook page.
So we can do All Things Considered Pod on Facebook too?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So why don't we do All Things Considered Pod on social media?
Well, I did everything else and did Instagram last. So please do not shoot the messenger.
I think YouTube should be All Things Considered Podcast. Because once you search All Things Considered, I'm sure it's going to pop up, but.
So, because I personally, I think we need the name the same all across the board. It has to be.
But it was too late. I already made everything and I already deleted it.
So then can you just change it?
Okay, we're not going to talk about our inconsistencies on our podcast. Exactly. We're not going to talk about how we fucking...
Just change it. I'm like, did I know? Let's 2 o'clock in the morning, delete and try to figure out names.
This that transparency.
They say you want podcast 3270. I don't want no numbers on there.
Yeah.
I just want.
Listen, because I'm not an avid podcast listener, but I will listen to a couple here and there.
I don't listen to podcasts.
But
I love the Breakfast Club.
I
radio.
love the Breakfast.
videos.
Oh my God, the
But
Breakfast
the Breakfast Club is, I love them.
Yes, I love.
They talk about some good stuff.
Because Charlamagne's so real and he's so funny.
He don't care what it is.
He don't care.
And he's still in
He was like,
therapy.
so you was a crackhead while you was pregnant? He's like, Lord.
And that everything I'll be like.
But one thing I do love Charlamagne and God, but one thing I do not run from is confrontation.
Yeah,
I'm not scared.
yeah,
Right, because somebody said
Listen, you talk about, I'll meet you outside the radio studio. Where we meet at?
Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna show that side of
You're
ourselves
right. Let me drink
now.
my communion.
But as far as
Now with your pinky up.
us creating this podcast, I think that Columbus needs to be put on the map. Period. That's my biggest.
No, we're
thing.
gonna put on
as
that.
far as
That's why
yes, we're gonna put Columbus on the map as far as media, podcast, artistry, and that's why I started the Next Up competition. Just talent, period. Because
I think, I'm not to disagree with you guys. I
makes me
feel like
so
Columbus
mad.
is
Already on the map.
I think
I said that earlier, right?
I feel like a lot of people, like we said earlier, he said a lot of people already paved the way.
Yes.
And I think we just all got to be consistent. I'm not doing that right now. Consistent.
Entrepreneurs know about Columbus.
No, as far as media and artistry.
It's a lot of media.
No.
I mean, it's a lot of people.
Entrepreneurs know about Columbus.
It's a lot of people out there.
When we were at
media and artistry.
I mean,
Music.
What's his name?
That's not my lane.
No, I'm
not
talking
about
about
you.
media. I'm not talking about entrepreneurs
saying-
starting their own business. I'm talking about media, artistry, music.
Oh, I don't know. That's not my lane.
I don't know if their names, but I've
Exactly.
seen them because I don't
Where?
pay attention to their
Send them
names.
to
But
me.
I will
Okay.
send them
I'm
to you.
waiting.
Are we
Wait
doing
for
this
it.
on? We doing this on the podcast recording? You just
Yes.
talking about me? Just do.
See how? And then she sounded the same person. She
Don't
like,
be hypocritical. Right?
Where?
Ain't gonna do
Send it
me.
to me.
No,
That's so
I'm
hypocritical.
serious.
But there are people, and that's the thing. If we just work together, but that's another story.
And
That's fine, because when they see our,
And that's the thing why I want these
podcast,
other
then we
podcasts
go
out. It's
big.
like we all doing the same thing. Why we can't all let's uplift each other.
Yeah,
that's mentality as
That's
well.
how we're gonna grow here in Columbus because we're all lifting each
Yeah.
other.
Because let me tell you something. Because
I hear-
Steve and Bob and Sarah
Why you have
and
to say
Adam
Steve?
now,
Why? Why
He was
all
not
those,
talking
why
about you,
those names?
Steve.
just
Not
walk
talking
with
about
me.
He said Steve, Adam,
He said Steve
Bob,
first.
Sarah.
Walk with me, Steve.
Why you
Just
didn't use
Steve and
Jacquita?
Bob and Adam and
No, we're not using
Brad
Jacquita.
now. They can cuss each other out in the bar, but they can meet in the boardroom and
Yeah,
say,
and we will do the same.
we have to build each other
other
up
up.
for ourselves and the generations after us.
Exactly.
And so this is why I said earlier that we have to create that generational wealth.
We are creating.
Yeah, in the generations that are after us. So the generations that are after us. So how do we build that healthy mentality? We
Oh, they
create
see
it.
it.
So
Yeah,
we
they
create
see
it
it.
by liberating ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Liberating ourselves from the mentality that we had from growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we deposit that into our children, into the generations that are after us. And
Because
they deposit it after them.
They smart.
Exactly. But with their
They are
intelligence,
smart.
but one thing we have to remember is with their intelligence, we have to deposit health.
Yes.
Because if we do not deposit health with their intelligence, it will be broken intelligence.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to remember.
Yeah.
What is your health? With your intelligence, your way of thinking. You may be smart with mathematics. You may be smart with science. You may be smart with computers. But what is your mental health? If you're not healthy mentally, you'll be broken, but intelligent.
Oh, yeah.
And so we need to, that's why it's important for our generations to get it. So we're not handing down this brokenness.
Right. Right.
That's what's imperative.
Yeah.
That
I
is what's
agree
imperative.
because my sons, they their generation, they are the future for one.
Mm-hmm.
My son coming to me the other day, I said, he tried to say I was on a short bus too.
Why
The
should they
17-year-old.
Yeah, sure, you can get this time. But go ahead.
The
I saw that.
17-year-old. Let me tell you how fucking smart
Your
they
twin.
are. My twin.
Mm-hmm.
He would come to me and say, Mom.
You know, I look like that.
He said, you know, my vocabulary is going to become something that you can't understand. And I said, I had to back up in my chair. I said, I said, wait a minute, who the fuck is
he said that?
He said, my vocabulary is going to be basically so advanced that I won't understand. And I knew what he was saying.
And that's what he said.
Because my son is a human computer. Yeah. I knew what he was saying. But he tried to play me like I was on the short bus. Like he tried to play me like,
I know.
He let me tell you, since my son was 10 years old, he's always used big words. And sometimes I had to pretend like I knew it.
And that's why he said that, because he knew you was pretending. He know.
I had to pretend.
Kids
why was I thinking that?
Let me tell you something. We can think we be sneaking around kids. Don't know. Kids is be knowing. Kids catch on something quick. They know. Stop trying to sneak around your kids about what's going on in your life, because they already know and they already know.
I don't hide nothing. Even though I don't have I can say in the past 17 years that my son has been alive, my oldest son is 17, I have had the worst possible relationships that you could even think of. But I have always been transparent with him about my relationships. He knows, like, if there's things, he's so in tune with me that he knows when something's going on with me. He asks me questions. That man, that I'm calling him a man now because he's a man. Mm-hmm. That man knows when I'm even on my menstrual cycle. He's so in tune with me. It's ridiculous. Wow. Oh, he's like my twin, for real. Like, he's so into the oldest one.
He looked just like you. Why wouldn't he be?
But when he said my vocabulary is going to be something that you won't even understand. Mama.
You look just like
I wanted to say, bitch, who the fuck? Who is you talking to like that?
His mom, that he know his vocabulary is going to be way advanced, and you're going to understand.
He's going to teach you another language.
It made me proud for a moment. I was like, damn, I'm proud.
That's what you want. That's what we wanted. We want him to be better than us anyway. So that's something you should be like, you right.
But then I was like, is he trying to call me stupid?
Nope.
No.
You know, that's what you should say. You know what? And I give myself a pat on the back for that. Because
no, I will.
Because we want them better than
that. I will give myself a pat on the back, because all these years that I thought I was a fucked up parent, 3 out of the 4 sons that I had.
I was about to ask her that.
No, because we didn't have, I personally had a lot of stuff going on as a parent or as a kid, but as a parent, even having a lot of stuff going on that took me away from even recognizing that my children were first in my life and they were present. I felt like I missed out on a lot of stuff in between, but I was there, but it was like I was so caught up in my own stuff that I wasn't there, that I now am realizing that they grew up so fast, but they are so much like me.
See, we put ourselves.
But the thing is, I'm like, I thought I was such a horrible fucking parent. Three of my 4 sons have all A's. I was a C student. All C's.
Yeah.
All C's.
Wow.
All C's. Like, I was barely making it. I had to play sports. Wow. So I'm like, I'm going to get all C's to play sports. They have straight A's. And the one that is on the other side of, he doesn't like school, but he wants to be an athlete. So he pushes himself. He's an amazing athlete. So I'm like, damn, I got some big ass kids. Like, these kids is the bomb. Like, I'm like, ugh.
But still, going back to you, I always think we're not good parents. At the end of the day, we can't be in tune to everything going on, because we have things that they don't understand what's going on. So you're going to miss some things. But at the end of the day, they know they still got a roof over their head, food on the table.
Always.
And lights on. At the end of the day, that's what matters to them. And then they get to see their mom or their parent, you know, just being sitting on the couch sleeping. Yes. At least they know what their parent is and everything. That's what we're not going to see everything. I'm not going to make it to every little concert and everything else. And when they get older, they one day will understand. He's going to thank you. Like, you're going to be the best. He was the best.
He's going to take care of me. The oldest one, I know for sure. The oldest one, he is going to be some type of, like, inventor or something. He's going to come up with some type of app or something that's going to make him millions of dollars. I already know it. And he's going to be the one to take care of me. and the 14-year-old. Now, the youngest one.
You never know. You don't want to.
No, listen. But the youngest one is my protector, though. He don't play about me. He be like,
what I need to do?
He the Gemini. He like, do I need to step in on this conversation or what? Are you good, Mom? He'd be the one that like, Mom, are you okay? But in the 15-year-old, he's all about peace.
Don't you love the different personalities?
Yeah, they're all different.
I see. She's knocking them real good.
Oh, yeah.
Learn everyone.
I got them packed down.
They're all different. I can't say that the 15-year-old is more like me spiritually.
Got a piece of you.
Oh yeah, he's like the inner light of myself. He's all about the youth and world peace, and he's a great artist. He's a brilliant artist. And I'm just like, but he's an Aries, so he's also an asshole. He's very into himself. He's very into the mirror, like, yeah, like I look good, like. But they're all intelligent. That's what makes me proud, because you think as a parent, you're like, you done screwed up these kids' lives because your life was screwed up as a kid. And then when they get to a certain age, you're like, damn, I didn't screw their life up. Now I'm like, I didn't screw their life up.
You know what
I'm proud.
You know what your mom look at your parents doing? They like, I ain't screw her life up. She look at her. They talking about it. They think the same thing, even though you might think it, but at the same time, they see you doing better than them. So to them, they feel like they didn't screw your life up because you're doing better than them. You got to realize each time we're going to be doing better, and that's all we want. Each generation to do better than the next one.
Well, I always say, like, I wish my dad was still alive, because my dad would be proud. He would be proud of me. I think I would have inspired my dad in a lot of ways, but I think my dad had to die for me to live. My dad died at 29. I found myself at 30.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Something has to die to live.
I think my dad chose to die at the age that I was when he died, because I think that spiritually, me knowing who my dad was, like, I know.
You wouldn't be the person you are today if he was still here.
Hell no. I would have still been taking care of him. I would have still been.
Yeah, some have to die for you to live.
I swear.
Ooh.
Yeah, something.
He waited. My grandfather waited for me for him to pass away.
Yeah, something had to die. Yeah, I didn't relocate till my grandfather passed away.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
I didn't move on into it, because they be knowing. Like my grandfather, I said, because I ain't gonna get into that story, but when he passed away, he kept calling. He had his caregiver. As soon as I walked in, it was like, your grandfather been calling you all day. Like, where's Nichelle? Where's Nichelle?
Where were you at?
At my mom's house. And I had fed my grandfather his last soup, our favorite soup together from Olive Garden, that Italian little soup with the sausages and potatoes in it or whatever. And he had to go to the hospital. We walking out the door. He was blind, so he had his hand on his shoulder. And we just, cracking jokes. All I felt was my shoulder go down. He was like, I'm like, Grandpa, you heavy. You can't be going down. Now I know my grandfather is dying on me.
Yeah.
As I'm walking him, like I'm leading my grandfather out the door. This is how I'm looking. I'm leading him out the door, and he's literally struggling and breathing, and he's dying. Mm-hmm. Get him in the car, give him his last breath, everything. And he waited. I feel like he waited for me.
Yeah. I think they picked.
They picked, and because he knew how close. I left what I had going on in Kentucky to come and be there with him, and I feel like something was bringing. I feel like something was like bringing me towards him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had everything going on. Everybody's like, you got so much going on here. Why are you leaving? I feel like he brought me here for a reason. And once he got me here and see me moving, he was like feeling like it's okay. It's okay.
So why do you say you won't want to talk about it right now?
Because it's some things it's just like
I talk
it's just some things like my grandfather did to me, and I couldn't understand. Like, he didn't walk me down the aisle because I felt like he knew I wasn't ready. Mm-hmm. I feel like because he kept questioning me.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? There's certain things that he did, and I was
certain signs you didn't pick up
before. Yeah. Then now it's starting to make sense because he talked to me in certain ways. And then when our last little soup session, and he just like, you're gonna be okay. He said, you're gonna be something big. He used to call me a tactician. He said, you're a tactician. And I never knew what that meant. I'm like, what the fuck that mean? But now I know what it means now as I'm living. Like, I saw things, I do things. And I do that with people and everything. Like, I figure things out. And he knew that about me. And so I guess when he see me there, he's like, you're going to be okay. He's like, you're a tactician and you're going to be great in this world. But when I gave my grandfather's last breath and when I'm ambulance, like I'm on top of him in the car, like begging him not to go. I'm like, please don't go because you're my everything, all I got. And when them ambulance came and put him in that back, you see the truck moving because they doing CPR. I felt like it was just like a wind of like something just like I felt his soul leave his body. And I looked at the time, it was 6:05. I looked at my clock and I was like, I felt him. And I knew he was gone. Everybody was like, no, he's gonna be okay. And when my mom got out that truck and went over to the other car so they can leave to go to the hospital, I just felt it. Yeah. I knew he was gone. But that last encounter, that's what makes me go so hard now and making decisions. I can no longer make decisions off of what other people think of me or what other people think I should be doing. I have to do it for myself and for my kids and everything. And do what makes me happy regardless, because people don't talk regardless if you're doing good, bad.
Yeah.
I had to learn that because
if you doing good, they really gonna talk about your ass.
I had to realize that. And
they talk about
that was my biggest problem because I never wanted to disappoint people. But now I had to realize it's like, why? I'm sitting here suffering and I'm happy just because I want to disappoint you. Yeah. And you don't give a fuck by next week. So,
and I felt
that's where my change came, is when he passed away. That's when I was like, it's go time. Yeah. And everybody who's in my life, I was getting rid of them. If you want to be here, y'all not doing what I want. It's my life.
Wow.
Because I think the reality of being here is that literally someone who has been in your life your whole life can be gone in an instant.
Yeah. Instant.
Like, literally, like my dad was, I was adopted. My dad and his wife at the time adopted me. And my dad is my birth mother's cousin. So I found out at a later age that he was not my biological father, but I didn't care because me and my dad had a bond like this. Like, I even looked like my dad. So you would never even question it. But even though he was on drugs and he made sure that everyone knew this is my first, my only, my all. And he had other kids, which made me feel guilty as well because I was adopted. He had birth children that he didn't even pay as much attention to. But that's where spiritually I feel like you have soul ties with certain people. Yeah. Because I know that my dad was supposed to be my father. And once he left, like it was like a dream. It was like this person that has always been in my life. He got diagnosed with cancer December of 2015. He died June of 2016. Not even 6 months later. It was like, wait, what? What? Like, what is...
Still to this day, probably still feel like...
It's to me, because, and one thing was, it was that my children, to them, he was their everything. Fuck me. They be like, if Popo come in, I'm packing up my bags. Let me go get my stuff together, because it was just a bond that we had. Like, my dad always said to me, and I will never, like, you go years and years without somebody, so they become a distant memory. But the little things, like, he would always say to me, who do I love? And I would say me. And he would say, who do you love? And I would say you. That will always stick with me. Always. I like that. My dad always said to me, who do I love? Me. Who do you love? You. And that will always, that is the number one catchphrase in my life. And he would say, who do you love? And I was like, you. In that little tiny little girl voice. And he'd be like, who do I love? Me. And it was like, he would let anybody, people that, even family members like that know they'd be like, where's my family? Call me Sonny. That's my nickname for my family. Anybody that knew my dad, where's Sonny at? Because I was always following behind them. Like, where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? She with you? I know she's going to be walking right behind you, coming through the door. We had that bond. He had his struggles. My dad was a player/pimp. I ain't gonna lie. He had lots of girlfriends.
My dad was too.
Moving them out the door. Swish, swish, swish. Like, my dad was off the hook. But I think it took for him to pass away for me to really live. Like, realize that this life is worth so much more than just taking care of people and living for other people. Live for yourself. Shit. Because
I think that's how you know, to figure it out, especially you have somebody you always go to. And then it's your time to let go and really figure it out. Yeah. You know how we say we figure it out?
Yeah, because you want to... Distraction is the person I got to take care of is no longer here.
Yeah. Yes. Or the person I want to run to when I can't figure it out, give me the answer. And now you don't have that. You like, I really got to figure this shit out.
On my own. Yes.
But they really didn't leave because you remember everything they told you or what they would say to you.
Those seeds that was dropped.
Yeah.
That's why I definitely appreciated my dad the most, because he did not stray away from showing me real life. Like, the good, the bad, the ugly. Like, he let me know this is life. Like, I am not a perfect person. I want to show you what the struggle is, how to maneuver through it. He taught me how to hustle in the wrong way, but it made me who I'd be like, this is how I am, because we had to get it how we live when I was younger. We had to get it how we live.
Growing up.
What was your nickname?
Real quick.
I said mine and I don't tell nobody my nickname.
What's your nickname?
I won't say it.
You have to.
No.
Why?
Never.
Jessie.
Let me call your sister.
But I will drop seed. I will drop a seed before we end the segment.
What's the seed?
I told you my nickname, so you got to say
I would tell y'all, but I won't say it on podcast.
Why? This is an open relationship. We're in an open relationship with the people.
Oh, she's at work.
Is she?
Answer.
She might be like, what's going on? What's happening?
She is at work and she bet not. Don't tell my nickname.
Mommy.
Don't tell my nickname.
What is
Jesse's
nickname?
Don't tell it. Don't tell it.
Oh, Lord.
Don't tell it.
Mommy.
Tell us, Mommy.
We on a live podcast right now.
Don't tell it.
What is his nickname growing up?
Don't tell it. Okay, I'll give it to y'all.
Y'all doing a podcast?
Yes.
Mommy,
I'll give it. I'll give it.
What is it?
So my grandmother, when she would always talk to me, she said, "Oh, look at my meathead."
Meathead? That's too much.
That's worse than Sadie.
Mommy. Is that it?
Never mind.
Steve, you gonna laugh back there?
Thanks, Mommy.
Steve, you gonna laugh back there?
Love ya.
Like, everybody had a nickname though growing up.
Steve,
Don't
you gonna laugh back there, Steve?
Don't play. What was your nickname? Because I know you have one.
Wait. Steve, you gonna laugh back there?
I'm trying not to.
It was too late, Steve.
Right.
Steve, what was your nickname?
What was your nickname?
Biscuit.
Why can't I see that? Are you from here, Steve? Because you sound country. Are you from here?
Yeah.
You what?
Yeah.
He said
I
biscuit.
swear.
Yeah,
I'm about to call Brianna since she got a nickname.
Biscuit. Was Sunny. And meat. What? Meat.
Meat.
Go with meat.
Meat.
That's all my exes call me.
Anyway, what was your nickname?
And you said your name was Son. What is on Harlem Nights? What did they say on Harlem Nights? When the girl at the bar. Harlem Nights.
What girl at the bar?
Harlem Nights.
I know what you're talking about.
I know that's one of my favorite movies. But
I'm about to say, and the nickname they had, she had on the yellow.
I thought it wasn't it Sunny.
It was Sunshine. Was it Sunshine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, my dad named me Sunny.
But why did they name her Sunshine?
Yeah. Sunshine. Yeah, Sunshine.
Go with your nickname. Y'all just mess it all up. Go ahead.
Mine was easy. Mine was Greedy.
Greedy?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I feel like these kids don't be having nicknames.
Mine was Greedy because I was always eating off of somebody's plate. Like I do now.
Oh. Do you? Because I always eat off your plate.
What?
I never paid attention.
Michelle is always in my plate.
I'm in somebody's plate plate all the time. I can have the same
Michelle is
thing.
always in
Eat
my
my
plate.
shit and eat somebody else's stuff. My cousin Tiki gave me that name and stuck with me forever. They call me Green.
Every time I see Michelle's fork, it's in my plate.
I'm always
She'll be on my
plate.
side. I'd be like, that's Michelle.
I
I just move it in the middle.
I
of
never
us.
pay attention.
Because you
I'm
used to
moving
be
in the
so
middle
grateful
of
to
us.
give it to me.
I think I'm so used to it because my Ikea's ass, my best friend, she do that shit. She does it all the time. She just dig her spoon right on in your
That's
plate.
me.
So I guess
I do it to anybody, and I sit there and be like, "Oh, I want to try that," and I'll do it, and it, especially here because
you don't even-
Oh, it's only so many people can get away with that shit.
And I ate up your plate a few times. When we was
Well,
at
I must
commercial.
love
You was late.
Yes,
I'm telling you.
I must love you
Because
because
Michelle don't even ask. She be like, oh, that look good. And then by the time you say something, her fork is in there.
Yeah.
I just move my fork. I just move my plate in the middle of us now.
And
When
so-
she sit by me, I just move it in the middle. I'll be like, clearly your fork going in there. So I just
Not
move it in the
everybody
middle.
can get away with that with me.
Listen,
I gotta love your ass.
I'm like, how did you
eat on
miss
my
that?
plate. No, that's what I said. I do because
I was wondering how you missed that.
I don't be paying attention.
Because
I guess.
Michelle fork be on the move.
No, because I'm so used to it. I swear I can't do it without even like it. Just be like
I can't pay
soon as the
attention-
plate.
I
I
only
don't
pay attention
eat
to
before
one
I
fork
even
at a
eat.
time.
Like, let me go
I'll
ahead
pay
and get a
attention
piece.
to one
I see. I listen to what he learned. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead. I do that to anybody. I do
Yeah,
that to my.
I really don't like that shit. But if it's something I love, I'll let them do it.
Listen, I'll
But
pay attention to one
if
fork.
if it's something I really want to eat and it's mine. I'm used to my kids doing it too. My kids don't never ever let me eat by myself. They never let me eat by myself.
Well, guess what?
Yours too.
They never let me eat by myself.
And then my kids get aggravated. Like Brianna Bria be like, Dad, when are you gonna be done? This is my plate. Y'all done. Y'all can get up by now.
And don't let me buy something for myself and put it in the freezer or refrigerator.
Oh my God,
It's gone.
it's gone.
I mean, all parents feel
it's
you on
gone.
that. All
It's
parents feel you
I'd
on
be
that.
so mad.
It's gone. It's gone. Well,
Olivia, I'd be like, you just ate. Kinsey, y'all just got done eating.
Don't matter.
I think that this was a good first.
Yes, I do too.
A nice little blooper.
Let's say we
Yes,
our
it's
first
our
episode.
blooper. It was
Oh, yeah,
a great.
yeah.
It was a blooper. It was a great introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always late.
Go ahead and finish that.
If you can't, I'll do it for you.
It ain't just.
It was a great blooper. It
No,
was
you
a
did
great
not.
I did.
introduction.
I did. I
And it
poured
was
Crown in
great.
there. I
It was
definitely
great
did.
words of wisdom. And do you
I
know?
hope Steve caught it on camera too while I was doing it.
And do you
'cause
know what? Do you know what I
definitely did.
picked up from it today?
What?
Why y'all keep calling it a blooper?
Because it was that as well. So let me tell you why I say it was a blooper. Because we did. Let me tell you why.
No, because I thought
I don't
we did
care what you
good.
look like. A blooper doesn't mean it was a mistake. A blooper means is that we touched on multiple subject matters
about
and
us.
dropped
About us.
and dropped great gems
Yeah,
on different subject matters. So a blooper doesn't mean it was a mistake.
that's what a blooper
It's
is.
all about your perception.
We can make blooper whatever.
What is your perception?
Remember that?
So
conversation?
don't let people give you your perception. People don't give me my perception of bloopers. It's
Her
what,
nose flare
It's
when
what
we talk
listen.
about that.
That's why I don't give a damn what you say it is. A blooper is what I perceive it to be.
That's a good
And a
next
blooper
time.
for me is we talk because we went on one subject matter, we went on another, we went on another. And what I actually so what I actually got on today for me, my perception what I got on today is that life takes us on twists and turns. On multiple twists and turns. And us, right? We work in our fields, our respective fields. We're parents, partners. We do what we do. We live a life. We go through life twists and turns, our detours in life. We figure shit out like everybody else, but we're still on course. That's what's important to me, is that we're still on course. There's a lot of things that have come our way that could have taken us off course, but we're still on course. In all the subject matters that we've discussed today, what I've gotten is that everything we've talked about, relationships, our childhood, our traumas, being conditioned, everything.
And we didn't go deep into that.
Exactly. But the conclusion for me in all of those subject matters is that we're still on course.
Yes.
We didn't give
agree.
up and what gives me that conclusion is that because we're still sitting here together,
Yeah,
telling our story. So we're still on course.
I agree.
Yeah.
And one reason I wanted to do the podcast, actually, I've been talking about this podcast for years. It's so funny how I manifest stuff years in advance. And you never know when it's going to happen.
True.
You can't just pick a date of when something that you're manifesting is going to happen. But I really just want to dig deep into people's souls and reach them in a way like to motivate them to do better in life. Like that's just one of my purposes in this life is to raise the vibration of the human race and break the stigma of what we've always known, the lies and you're black individuals, so you have to live in poverty and you have to, because I broke out of poverty in my own, on my own, in my own terms. And I think that those numbers and that's all a lie and stuff made up to put you at a level, and breaking out of the box is what I want to help people do. And people can take you for what they want to take you as, she's a hypocrite. She's the truth. She's the light. She's a liar. She's this, she's that. But at the end of the day, just being true to yourself, and everybody has a story to tell. And that's what we're here to do. Tell a story.
Every one of us.
Tell the story.
Yeah. The reason why I wanted to do it, and I really didn't have a choice. I feel like I was dragged into this. But
girl, did you want to do it or not?
But I felt like it was a good idea because I never
dragged her.
You just fell right into
Did we
it.
drag her?
I wasn't gonna say nothing. You fell right into it.
I thought
I wasn't gonna say nothing because she's gonna be here.
I thought she was right on board.
She's gonna be here.
I am. I was excited.
You fell right into it.
I was. Tony, I always can get her.
Yeah, because I don't be playing that. I be like, drug.
I didn't say drug. I said drag.
Drug. That's the same thing.
Move on with your point.
I think you're talking about D-R-U-G. No.
She's taking your moment. Have your moment.
See, I thought it was the time for me to really speak out for people who's like quiet, who want to speak out. I feel like this was my time to really be able to voice what I have and talk about, me and people who's like me, who's quiet but still has a lot to say and still has that, that A personality, but it's quiet at the same time.
Yeah. And not just liberate others, but liberate yourself.
Yes. You always know how to clean my stuff up.
Right, let her clear out.
No, but I love it. Because you had it. Let me.
You had it, right? You had it. She makes me sick. My siblings make me sick. All my siblings make me sick.
Okay, so we're going to end it because this look,
cameraman,
Steve. Now you got to edit that out.
Steve, like I'm Steve.
I was about to say
Steve.
Look, Steve into it. So Steve probably tired. We gotta get.
We gotta done.
But we're gonna end it. We're gonna end this segment, session, episode. One. But it will be like
yes,
different episodes. But yeah, we're gonna end this on again. We do this for y'all. And what matters to you matters to us. So do we have an email that they can email?
Yes.
Yeah, that they can email and let us know what they thought. And if they have any subject suggestions they want us to talk about, or just give us a review. Let us know what they thought.
Our email is allthingsconsideredpodcast.info@gmail.
Say that again.
All things considered. All things considered podcast.info@gmail.com.
And we're on YouTube. This will be live.
Just put it all things considered on everything.
Podcast, Instagram, all things considered pod.
And Facebook soon.
And it will flash across your screen.
Yeah.
It will flash across your screen. That's right. Look at the screen down below, top, in the middle, however Steve does it, because he's just shit. And he will have looking good.
Look, until next time.
This is how we end it.
Until next time. Who says that? Hold on. Who says?
I love it.
What TV person else?
I was thinking about that when you said it.
Oh my God! Until next time. Who is
you can close
it?
us out.
Until next time.
They say until next time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who said it.